Today on OCD Space, we are going to be looking at how OCD manages to convince you to doubt in a certain area, to bring something in your life into question, and how that thing that you've brought into question is actually a foundational element of who you are that you really need to start to trust and take for granted again. So if you guys are liking these videos, if they're helpful, please be sure to subscribe. That'll make sure that you never miss a future episode. And also be sure to like this video if you get something out of it. But with that out of the way, let's get started. Hi everybody, welcome back to OCD Space. I'm Mike Parker, and this is your place for all things OCD. So today I want to talk about how OCD has managed to impact your life to the point that it is really hard to do some of the basics in life, whether that be a relationship or just, getting through the day without extreme distress, or getting to work or doing tasks. OCD really makes it hard to do some of the things that you need to do in life. And the reason why is because OCD, through obsessional doubt, gets you to bring something about your reality into question. And it's a thing that you actually need to function. It's a thing that you have to trust to just be a human being, right? And just to live your life. And it takes that away from you, and it takes your enjoyment from life away. It takes your ability to do things. And that's because the thing you're questioning is foundational to human existence. That sounds like very extreme, but it's true. It's something that you really need to trust and actually just take for granted and not worry about. And so we want to recognize, what is this thing, for each person, like what has been brought into question here? Because that's going to be really important for you to recognize that, okay, that's my goal. I got to start to trust that again. There's no other option here. If I don't trust that again, I'm not going to be able to recover from OCD. I'm not going to be able to get my life fully back. So let's talk about, what are some of these things it could be? So OCD could, for example, get you to bring into doubt who you desire, your sexuality in some way, right? Which, is something that's so important to just going through life and knowing who you are and having some solid sense of who you are. OCD can also get you to question your health, right? And so you spend years thinking about this symptom and what's that sensation and that sensation. And, basically this idea that your basic health has to be trusted, has to be taken for granted, unless you get this overwhelming, very serious, symptom that requires you to go to the doctor. And, but until that overwhelming, symptom that I'm literally having a hard time getting through the day because of this medical symptom I'm having, we want to recognize that that's something you have to be able to trust in life. As far as your goodness, your morality, that's something that as a human being, you have to be able to trust. You can't be suspicious and skeptical of your goodness in life. Your ability to handle things and deal with challenges, deal with discomfort. OCD wants you to doubt that, so you can't handle things. You can't get through things. You're not going to get over OCD. You can't handle this, temporary feeling of discomfort. It's that can be something that really shakes the foundation of who you are if you start to believe that doubt. OCD can make you doubt your senses, even reality. Like, what if this actually is a simulation? That could be like a existential kind of OCD, or, just something as simple as like knowing whether you're clean or dirty using your senses, right? When you look at your hands and they look clean, that's supposed to be the priority, right? What do I sense? That will tell me if I'm clean or dirty. OCD wants to say, no, it doesn't matter what you see. It's what you can't see. Why don't you spend time imagining all the things that you can't see with your eyes? And, that is suddenly going to be what OCD tells you is what will tell you if you're dirty or clean, right? And so not trusting your senses anymore as important and helpful. So we really want to recognize, what is this important aspect of your life that you're having a really hard time just trusting and just not worrying about and just going on with your day? And then once you recognize, okay, this is the thing that I'm really having a hard time trusting right now, we want to say, okay, that's the goal. We now know the goal. The goal is to reestablish trust in that area for you. And, that's going to involve a long process. That's a therapy process. It's not a YouTube video process. This video will hopefully bring this, bring up the question and, get you thinking about this. But the actual process is going to involve, starting to recognize trusting yourself in that area is essential, and you have to reestablish it. And that's going to involve recognizing, reality again, and recognizing reality is what you perceive through your senses. And that, ultimately you have to say your senses may not be perfect, but they're all you have. They're your only connection to the world. And you have to live life based on that information. That's going to be the thing that you'll ultimately reconnect with to get down this path of recovery. All right. Hope this is helpful, guys. Till next time, trust yourselves and take care.